Alright, should know the routine by now. We're gonna check out a team and break them down for you. And this team here has been struggling a little bit in the beginning. Finished second seed last season. But this season has definitely been struggling to get going, and that is the Cobras. Let's go take a look at these Cobras. And these Cobras here finish with the 10th offense, the last ranked offense in the league, finishing their second week, coming into week 3. They're struggling pretty much everywhere. The only shining light of these Cobras is their defense. Their defense has been doing pretty cool stuff with Vontrell Jean and a couple of their new safeties that they brought into the picture, plus their rookie corner, and the acquiring of their trade of Aaron Sellers is really exciting to see with these guys. So I'm really curious how that's gonna all play out for these Cobras. But for now, they've had a tough schedule, and they had to face these Piranhas, which is not an easy team to face by any means. So let's take a look at their stats. And man, Ron Simmons only scoring 2 touchdowns in 2 games, only 500 yards really in 2 games is kind of insane to think about, especially when you think about what he did last season. Ron Simmons had a nickname, Ron the Don Simmons, for a reason, and he was playing really, really well. And I don't know what is going on with Ron Simmons. I want to say it's just the matchups. Maybe they gotta switch things up offensively or go back to what was working. But again, Charles Hackett really struggling to run the ball in the last 2 weeks. But this week actually had 2 phenomenal runs. He broke away and dodged another guy and broke another tackle and just scurried off to the end zone, I believe, twice. This week, just passing against the Piranhas. But still, again, they're really struggling offensively. Only 90 yards a game, which is definitely last in the league. 8 broken tackles. 2 times he broke 2 20-yard plays. He is averaging 5.6 yards a game, so that's good. Or 5.6 yards a rush. And then you look at the offense, and it's pretty much the 2 targets, which is pretty standard around the league. But Brian Williams is still yet to have a touchdown. Charles Hackett actually is tied for second or third for catches by the team. Jimmy Smith has 100 yards, and Russell Hutton almost has 100 yards as well. But again, Quincy Drennan and Jimmy Smith, the only ones to come down with touchdowns, is just not going to cut it. It's really, really tough to see these Cobras, because they have so much potential and they're such a great team. To see them come short in these last 2 games, it's tough, because I know that the opponents they're playing are really tough as well, and this league is really competitive, but they just have so much potential. Look at Akeem Shepard doing everything he can, the free safety. Vontrell Jean, the right outside linebacker, the best right outside linebacker coming out of the draft, gets his second on the team for tackles, which is pretty crazy to think about. Also, he's got a sack, which is pretty awesome. And then Fernandez, and then actually Andrew McGuire has actually been playing really well, but he's actually been getting burned a lot and getting welcomed to the league. And so it's tough, because you got to stick it out with these rookies, because they're new and they're going to get better and they're going to make big impacts in coming seasons, and you just gotta kind of stick it out with these guys, And look at all these tackles for loss. The other teams had only 4. He's got 3 just by one guy, Roger Newsome. So his defense is really rocking. Aaron Sellers has got 2. Vince Halt's got 2. So he's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 9 tackles behind the line of scrimmage in 2 games, so that is really good. Two sacks, which is really good as well. Vince Holt is a beast. He's always making plays. And then Ron Tate, he got an interception, and I'm pretty sure he brought it to the house. Yes, he did. We'll look at catches, and then we'll look at deflections, and that's pretty much the breakdown for the team. Their defense is really, really impressive, but again, their offense is really struggling to get going offensively, but they have the weapons to do it, and they can do it, and I expect the Cobras to bounce back and have a real big game in week 3. So that is my breakdown of the Cobras. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon.